you might have for your business case. So this is why we believe that targeted models are the right one. I have included two charts that to show you how much actually it costs to train some of these models, and you can see these numbers are, some of these numbers are staggering. I mean, like, Gemini 1, Ultra, over 200 million, okay, just to train. And also, I have included one chart here to show you the estimated carbon emission. Okay, so for example, the Llama 3.1, which is, by the way, not the latest one, like this is 2004, sometimes summer 2004, almost 9,000 tons of carbon dioxide. So obviously, we'll have to do something about this, okay? Because it is just too much of energy, too much of the carbon footprint, and this is why I believe that this targeted model makes much more sense to do going forward. The next one is trusted. You all know, you have all played with a large language model. You know that they occasionally hallucinate, meaning coming up with wrong results. You also know that many of the large language models are built on a data, like for example, the pile or the common crawl, which is basically internet data, and it's not exactly clear in terms of the authorization, in terms of the copyright, in terms of identification, and so on and so on. So this is something that really needs to be governed. So this is what we call the trusted. On this particular chart, you can see the number of reported incidents in terms of the governance of the AI models, in terms of copyright infringements, privacy, and so on and so on. So this is exploding, obviously, because of the data that is built. So you need to know on which data model is actually built in order to use it for business, particularly for the business. And the last one is, of course, empowering, which means that it's not just about large language models, it's about the whole platform on which you run. Because, for example, you might want to run your model exclusively on premise, or you might want to run it only in your country. Or, you know what I mean? So it has to be flexible enough to run anywhere. Okay, so basically what we believe that the right way to do that is to select a trusted base model, to create your representation of data using various techniques like RAG or tuning and so on, and then deploy it and scale on a platform of your choice. Okay, I'm already 2-3 minutes over, but I want to actually show you something which I believe is very useful, and you might want to explore that later. It is called IBM Technology Atlas, and basically our research maintains this atlas, which is available on this particular site, okay? What we expect in these 6 categories, like AI, automation, quantum, security, what we expect every year in the future, what kind of technology, what kind of innovation we can expect to come, okay? So for example, you can come here into AI and say, okay, what do we expect in AI in general over the years, and then you can get this kind of report. This is just one snapshot of the report. It's much more in there if you go and read about that. But I believe it's very interesting and pointing to the trend. Similarly to quantum, if you go or AI, sorry, before that, maybe you can go into AI and say, okay, but I would like to know what's happening in 2008 with more details. Okay, then you get a bit more details about 2008, which says why we are developing something and why this matters and everything else. Similarly for quantum, we just go to quantum, click on this one and get, okay, over the years what we expect and when we expect something. So this is something that I would like to leave you with. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for an exciting keynote. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce the next exciting discussion panel of today.